Alright, still working on the Firefox extension, just getting it working in Linux. I still haven't figured that out. Let me do a sound check really quick. Make sure. Yeah, it looks or sounds good. Um, so I made some progress, kind of. I'll show what happened. Downloading this Ubuntu desktop for more testing. But what I have done is, let me go over this really quick. I have multiple of these open, huh? Let me close one of those. Let me fix this really quick. Pop out chat. Just in case someone stops by, I'll see it. Alright, cool. So that's good. And then, yeah, so I have the server running. And I wasn't able to get this working, this pre-install working on my local Windows computer. But I changed one thing and now it's working. This is not what gets it to work, this headless, but I realize you can use headless and then you don't have to use, where is it? You don't have to use XVFB. So that might make it a little bit easier on Linux. I mean, just you don't have to install that. Maybe you do if you need to take screenshots or whatever, but for what I'm trying to do, you don't. Um, so if you don't need to, or if you can use headless, you can just pass this arg. You could also use args with an S. I think it's the same thing. It's just a way of passing basically arguments to the Firefox command line thing. And the way I did fix this is I basically just got Firefox ESR. So if we go to About, so I have ESR Extended Support Release. I installed that instead. I thought I was going to have to maybe change this setting down here to false. XPI install signatures required to false, but I didn't, and it's working. So I'll just show that really quick. Doesn't really help the problem with Linux, but at least maybe it will help figure out what's going on. So server's running, and if I run this, it will eventually hit the server and send that message. So that does work, and it does work with pre-install. So I tried the same thing on the server. Let me reconnect. I hate how when you disconnect it turns off node too sometimes. Let me see, test. Actually that shouldn't happen ever. But oh, you know what? I need to do no hub in front of it, but yeah, connection refuse. So I did another test too on the server just to see if like this was actually working. I did add one thing. I don't think it matters, but just to make sure that it's saving in the correct directory and not it wasn't saving the file somewhere else. I added the dir name there. And then node server and .js and so this other test thing is just an Axios post. That's all it is. So post there just to make sure. So if we look at server right now, there's no text file, and if we run node test from here, and we look, now there's a test file, and it does have the right stuff in there. So what am I doing? Remove server test. So that is working, like it's accepting requests, and it's creating a text file, and it gets a post. So that part of it's fine. Make sure it's cleaned up. Okay. And then the other thing, again, I went back to this and I tried to run the same command. So if I just copy and paste from here, the output seems basically the same. I don't see any different errors or different messages from my local to this remote, but it just doesn't work. Like all these things show up on the local as well. If you look over here, there's a couple more that show up here. Maybe that has something to do with something. But yeah, these errors are still there. So yeah, and it doesn't do anything. One thing I'm actually gonna try, I just thought of it, I'm gonna give it a little bit more time. But yeah, the file's not there, you can see. Let me run this again. And by the way, instead of copying and pasting all the code files, I just set up SCP or whatever. I set up a download the SSH key or whatever. What do they call it? SSH. Can't remember. The key. To my SSH folder, and then I, you know, read it in there, and I was copying over the stuff from my local to there. It was a little bit easier than basically manually copying and pasting. And it's one step, um, like I didn't do the connection on VS Code yet, but maybe I will. I'm just being a little bit lazy there. WebEx run, verbose. So all the stuff is the same. I copied it over. It's not working. What was I gonna do? Lost track of what I was gonna do. I don't know. But one thing I was gonna do is get this Ubuntu set up on my local and see if there's just an issue with the operating system, maybe. Um, yeah. So let's get that going because that takes a little while. Is it new or add? I think it's new. Ubuntu 22.04.2. Is that the same one, by the way? Is there a way to see that? I'm gonna assume it's the same one that they have, and they haven't updated it. 2204, and it's probably similar. Actually, there's a way to see that somewhere, but whatever. Okay, Ubuntu desktop. So Ubuntu, that's good. ISO, other. Let's navigate to that folder where I downloaded it. I'm actually going to store it somewhere else. Cut documents. And I'll just throw it in documents right now. Paste. Let's try that again. Documents. In here. Linux. Skip unintended installation. I'll let that happen. That's fine. Actually, no, I changed my mind. I want to be able to set those things myself rather than the defaults or whatever. Let's go 4 CPUs. That's fine. Next. Create a virtual hard disk. That's fine. Finish. Normal start. Maybe I should have done the unattended installation. You know what? I am going to do that. I changed my mind. Power off. Let's delete this. Delete all files. New Ubuntu dash 22.04.2. Other. There it is. Next. I'll change this. Matt. There we go. Guest additions. I'll definitely do that if that's where it is. Or create a virtual hard disk. Finish. Powering up. All right, I'll let that do its thing. One other thing I was thinking is maybe there's some issue with this actual server on Lightsail. So I was thinking maybe try maybe try another provider like DigitalOcean or something like that. I don't think that's the issue. And maybe this loading on the VirtualBox and testing there will give me a clue. I'm not going to try another one yet. I really don't think that's the issue, but I will try that eventually. Another thing we can try, which I think I'm going to try as... Oh, there's another thing too that didn't work that I tried. I just want to go over that really quick. So there is another like... Oh, that's really loud. Let me turn that down. Hopefully that wasn't too loud on the recording. I don't think it was. It's loud for me though. Okay. Yeah, another thing I want to try is if you go to webxt run help, there's a thing called prefs, or this is something I already did try. So I was thinking maybe I do need to on here for some reason, even though I'm using, oh, by the way, Firefox version. Oh, I'm actually using, well, I was using the exact same version as I am on my Windows desktop. It was the same version number on the Linux, and the way I did that was just sudo snap info Firefox. So you get these different channels you can use. I was using this ESR stable, which is the last, the same version I was using on Windows. And so I did like install Firefox channel. I think that's how you do it. Equals, and then ESR stable. And that's how I installed it. In this case, I'm trying Edge just in case. I tried another version that didn't work as well. Anyways, so yeah, and this pref thing, if you try that, I'll just show what happens if you try that. So I was thinking maybe you need to basically use a that pref I was showing earlier. Let's load that up. About config. XPI. Maybe if I just set this to false, it'll work. So I tried that. Equals false. And if you run that, what happens is there is an error message. Where is that? It's somewhere. I'm just kind of waiting for this too as well, so that's why I'm not showing or doing other stuff. Where is that error message? You know what? Let me see if this worked. Before I was getting a message that basically said you cannot set that as a config or something. So I don't know. But let's try it. It's got to be here, right? Hold on, let me read through these slowly. No, 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 no. Firefox args. Oh, wait, it didn't get that? Oh, maybe you can't have anything after the args? Maybe that has to be the last thing. Let me try this again. me try that. See if that helps. Because it's not even showing up in the args now. It's interesting. So maybe, am I doing that wrong? Hold on, webx help pref. Oh, pref equals equals. Okay, I was doing that wrong. That was my bad. Gotta read. There we go. Ah, it's still not showing up. What the heck? I don't know. Is this working now? Probably not. No. I don't know. I had that working earlier. Maybe it's like can't use it with the arg headless or something. I don't know. I don't remember how I got it working earlier, but I know I did. It was at least giving me a message that basically you cannot do that or something. Maybe it quotes or something. Anything. Oh, it's at the top there. Oh, preference cannot be customized. Was it at the top before? Oh, it was there before. I just never saw it. Okay, I was looking right past it. Never mind. Yeah, so that thing, it says it cannot be customized. So, one way, which I'm not going to do right now because I have some other ideas, potentially coming back to this user.js file might work somehow, which means you have to set up a profile and use it. I still haven't figured out how to do that through the CLI. This is the most promising thing I've found so far. Basically, install temporary add-ons into a running Firefox. I could try that, see if that works. I might have an issue not being able to set that preference. So we'll see. But this is something I was looking at, the latest thing I was looking at. This program basically uses this marionette thing, which if you look at Firefox, is an option you can enable when you launch it. So, I basically at that point I wouldn't use this webx run. I would use webx build, build the extension, run Firefox through the command line, install it through Marionette, install the extension through Marionette, and go from there. But anyways, yeah, so that doesn't work. Oops. Let me just get rid of that option since it doesn't work. All right, back to where we were. This is taking a while to install. I do want to really test this though, and just see if it works on that, then there's something going on with this version, or the fact it's headless, or the fact that I have no, UI or whatever. I don't know. But I'm hopefully expecting it to work or not work on this one as well. Then we can move on. Here's another like package, Marionette driver package that you can use. I guess this one was like official. I think there's like two official ones that aren't supported anymore. This is one. This is another one. If you go here, I don't even know if this is the right one. This has a dash. The other one has an underscore, so I have no idea. Yeah. Let me close this. Yeah, so this is the one. It's not supported anymore. Deprecated. Whatever. I don't know why. So if I was to mess with the Marinette thing, I'll probably use this as an example. I actually did install this and tried to use it, and I got like an error that I didn't understand. Basically said that something is not, it basically said that this is not a function connect. So I don't know why. If you go into source index, it exports default, instantiates that, so it should give you back the thing. Should give you back an object based on this, and that does have the connect. So I don't know. I don't know why he was doing that. I didn't look too deeply into that though. But yeah, I think this is the next thing I'm going to try after I try it on the desktop and see what happens. Leave this open for now. Probably don't need that open right now. Don't need that open right now. Let me see something. Okay, never mind. Thought I saw something else. Content scripts. Get rid of that. There's that arg thing I was talking about. Testing unsigned extensions. Unbranded build or development build to install unsigned extensions. Yeah. And I'm using that. Like, I think the ESR is in that category. Yeah. Using a custom profile, your custom profile. The run command does not save any changes made to the custom profile. Extra string containing the name of your profile and absolute path to the profile directory is helpful if you want to manually configure some settings that will always be available on the run command. I could maybe try that. This option makes profile specified completely insecure for daily use. Turns off auto updates. Packaging your extension. One solution, honestly, might be to just sign the extension, but even if I do that, I'm still, I don't know how to install it, right? There was one setting actually that might be useful in here. So if you look at the output here, where is this? It says installing as proxy somewhere. Oh, installing as an extension proxy. So maybe turning that off might help. If you look at that code, source, it's in here, I think. Firefox index as proxy. Basically, if it's proxy, it does things a little bit differently. It uses this ID. This URL, I think, is no longer a thing. And if you don't do proxy, it does the XPI file, which is basically the zip file. So it might be something to look into as well. Turning that off either through adjusting the code from the source and using that, or finding another way to do that. Man, is this almost done? It's taking forever. All right. What to do now? I'm waiting for that. I'm kind of out of ideas, really, on what to do to get this to work. I am interested to see what happens when I install it through Linux desktop instead. But yeah, I just don't know what to do after that. If that doesn't work, I'm still kind of stuck in the same place. I guess my main goal would be to try to install the extension instead of using the WebEx because it does not seem to work for whatever reason. Um, yeah. And that seems to be a hard thing to do. Install an extension through the command line. It's not like, as far as I can tell, not a very simple thing to do. At least an unsigned extension. So this is an issue in Playwright. It says it's closed. I started Playwright Firefox preference. Set to false. I could see it was set in the about fig. Still refuses to install unsigned extensions. We actually build with a build config identical. It's curious. We do have channel da da da. I don't know. Basically, what is this? Adds integration test using Firefox's Marionette. I don't know. Yeah, this might be the route I'm gonna go is using this Marionette thing. It's kind of crazy to have to do that, but we'll see what happens. Um, and I guess if I'm gonna go that route, um, I really wish that Foxer thing was working for me. I could try to troubleshoot it again, because that should be a little bit easier to work with. Um, but if it doesn't work for some reason, if I can't, excuse me, if I can't figure that out, then I guess I could just figure out what it's doing and do the same thing. Because if you look at the Marionette docs, I could try this module as well, or package, but I don't know where to get that. I don't know if the one that we saw here is the same one. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe I should just try it. But yeah, I'm kind of interested in getting this to work through this, to be honest. Copying installation logs. This should almost be done. Trying to think too, is there anything else I could try? I could try this. No, that still has to do with the profile. Let me look at that really quick. Hopefully this is not disconnected. It is. Nice. Okay. What? There we go. So, if you install through Snap, the profile is somewhere in here. Forgot where. Is it in common? Yeah, it's in here. So cd.mozilla. You know what? Let's try this. I should have tried this before, actually. I'll try using this profile. Actually might work now I'm thinking about it. I don't need it back all the way out, but it's a little bit easier to work with. Let's see. Hopefully that's copied. Yeah, it is. Cool. Okay, WebEx run, start, arg headless. Let's try Firefox profile and name, use that name here. Let's see what this does. Assuming is a named profile, cannot read properties. Node modules init.js. Hold on, Let's see. Hmm. Weird. Not really sure what to do there. By the way, when you run WebEx build, it does create the zip file, which I guess eventually gets turned into an XPI file, which is a zip with a different extension, as far as I can tell. Alright, finally, we got this set up. So let's log into this. And I'm also going to clone it. After I set a few basic things up. Skip for now. No. No. Done. Cool. So let's power this off. That should do, right? Yeah. Cool. And then let's clone it. FF. Testing. Next. Full clone. It's nice to have just like a base one you could just clone. Not and like start fresh without having to go through that whole installation process every time. And it doesn't take too long to clone. It takes like a minute or two. Alright. Let me think about what to do if this doesn't work. I think what I want to do is connect to this, connect VS Code to this, and then start working on um, getting something like this to work. I think that's the way to go. Let's let that finish really quick. Try stuff on here. Cool. Start. I did look into like using Chromium as well. That seemed to have its own set of issues. Um, so I decided to keep going with Firefox for now, trying to get this to work. This already has Firefox. This will be interesting just to see. Um, so what do we want to do here? Let's see what version it has first. Node. Okay. Node.js. Put the same one on there, 16. What? Did I go too far? Or did they change these? Oh, I went too far. Here we go. Using Ubuntu. Yeah, this one. Copy. Paste. Devices. Shared clipboard. Host a guest. Let's try that again. Maybe try it again. Ubuntu 16, copy, paste, there we go. Command curl not found, but can be installed with. Uh, um, yeah, let's do snap. I used to use apt a lot, but I don't know. Snap is seems to be good. Matt is not in the suitors. Oh crap! How do I fix this again? Dang it! And I remember it wasn't as easy as just doing the user add group or whatever. Maybe it was. Yeah, maybe it was, and then all I had to do was restart it. Let me just see something really quick. No, not no, yeah, Node.js digital. I could just search directly, obviously, but there's a command I could just easily find in here. Initial server setup guide. There we go. That's the command. User mod sudo at right, this isn't gonna work. We need to go su root. There we go. Maybe it'll work now. Okay, and then I remember to get this to actually work, you have to restart. I'll just do a power off. I should probably put this in the base, but that's fine. We'll leave it. Computer's getting old, making a lot of noise trying to run this virtual machine. Hopefully this just works. I think that's all I have to do. Yeah, I think we're good. Nice. All right, let's try that again. Go back. Bookmark that. 16, grab this one. Paste. Wait a second, what? Why is curl working? I don't know. But it definitely is working. No, I installed some old version. Hold on. Sudo snap. Nah, dude, what is this? Snap install curl. Maybe. Try this again. Could not lock is held by the process. Yeah, I think this is update thing is happening. It didn't even give me a chance to cancel it. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Let's close this, power it off. Let's delete this. Clone. Next, full clone. Go. Unfortunately, I need to do a couple of those steps again. Have that ready to go. I guess while I'm waiting on this, I can get VS Code connected. AWS server. I don't really need this in a separate folder, but yes, I could do this. Connect to host. I'm going to configure these. I'm not sure what's in here right now, but I'm going to copy this. Basically just copying one of the other entries in there I already have. Actually, this is fine. It doesn't matter. I can show this. Just some IP addresses, whatever. This will be FF. Username is Ubuntu. Default admin is the username for the Debian ones, and then Ubuntu is the admin for that. FF. I think that should work. AWS hot scanner FF. I think we're good to go there. Let's try to connect. Linux. Crap. Okay. I thought this was already set on here. What is this? SSH, I think. Some weird permissions thing with Windows. The easiest thing to do is just use git bash. Thought I already had this set though. Let's see. Remote SSH, an absolute hash, one empty. Remote SSH, is this what I'm looking for? Maybe. C, program files, git, bin, no, not bin. Where is this thing? Dev, command, user, bin. There we go. SSH, exe, copy path. Let me see if that fixes it. Ah, dude, it's still. Running script width. Huh. Wonder why it's still doing that. Do I need to close all these out? Hold on. Maybe without the quotes. Close it. Reopen it. Swore this is how I fixed it before. Connect to host, FF. I'll have to like figure that out. What did I just do? Linux. I'm confused. Oh, it's actually using this now. Permission denied. The process tried to write to a non-existent pipe. What? Let me try default profile. I'll close this. Wonder if this matters. No, not that. Maybe that'll help. Maybe. I don't know. Let me just try it again. Okay, I'll have to figure that out later. I'll come back to that. I can't believe I'm still having that issue. I fixed that like a few times before. Alright, anyways, coming back to this. Let's start this up. Run this command when it loads, restart it, install curl. It seems like this is like something kind of should be simple to do. Like what I've been trying to do, but I don't know. It's taken a lot more effort than I expected at first, but that's okay. So let's run this first. Dang it. Share clipboard. There we go. Let's try that again. Copy, paste. All right. SU root. Password right there is the same. Paste. Okay. Restart. Power off. And then start it again. Install curl. And then run the command. That command right there. I didn't have to restart. I could have just like, I don't know, uninstalled it, whatever, but it's fine. Okay, curl, sudo snap install curl. Did I type that right? Yeah. curl. Cool. Now this should work right. Did I do 18? Meant to do 16. We'll see. Pisses me off I did 18. I think I did, dang it. It's alright. I don't think that's gonna make the difference, but hey, maybe that'll just be the solution. Alright, no. Remind me later. Don't do that, please. Okay, npm i-g webxt. Let's do a sudo. There's that. I was going to look at the version installed on here as well. We can copy over a couple things while we're waiting. So we can copy these two things. Copy. Doesn't work. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Oh, this is slow. About. Hmm. 110. Okay. Let's do this. I think if we do drag and drop, host to guest, maybe this will work. Make this larger. One at a time. Okay. I thought you could do that. Maybe here? Oh, dude, what is happening right now? Documents. I swear you could do that. Let's see. Shared folders. I don't think I should have to do that. I don't know, maybe it's some setting I have that's preventing it right now. Alright. Another way to deal with this is to activate port 22, or allow that port, open that port, and then SSH or SCP to this. God, there's gotta be an easier way to do that. Could use get, send that stuff over. Where did that folder go? Did I delete that? What's going on? Oh, there it is. Okay. Sure that's disconnected. Alright, let's see. What's an easy way? I wonder if I do that. Let me see. It shouldn't fail, you know? Copy. Is that copy? Yeah, copy. So you can't do that. I swear I had this working before. I thought guest additions was on there and fine, but maybe not. Maybe there's something else going on. Yeah, it just doesn't work. Okay, whatever. Um, hmm. Alright, let's just do the other thing, I guess. I don't need drag and drop now. So let's go with preferences. Is this it? Proxy? No. Here. Settings. Network. Advanced? No. Yes. Rule 1. Host IP. Guest IP 22. 22. Okay. Okay. Now I think I could go SSH. That at localhost. Does this work? No. How do I do this? I know there's a way to do it. I've done it before. I just don't remember how. Just a bunch of issues, one after the other. Host port 3022. Guest port. Oh, interesting. 127001. So have a different port. Okay. Hold on. This should not make a difference, right? I guess that kind of makes sense, right? That they can't be the same. Alright, let's try that. Hopefully that works. Please just work. 302. Something else I'm missing. SSH-p302 username at. Enable network adapter. Do I not have that? Maybe I don't. I don't have that. Is this something I need to restart it? I don't think so. Maybe? Thought you could just set it as it's running. Most of us. It's just like, it's stuff I've done before. It's been a while. I swore this just works. It's possible I don't have the SSH server running. Yeah, there we go. Open SSH server. Ubuntu. Yeah. That's the issue right there. I think. Wonder if it starts it right after install. Guess maybe we'll find out. No idea. Where was I here? There we go. Nice. Cool. All right. And then scp-r server into mount at, oh no, I gotta do -p. I don't even know if I need to do that, but whatever. It's already set up that way. Localhost. Is that right? No. And then you need the directory slash downloads. Oh shit. Connection refused. Maybe I need to do 127001. I do have node modules. I don't want to send those over actually. SSH downloads. Where's this freaking thing? Delete node modules. There we go. Connection refused. Let me try this again. This is HP3022 mat at. So that works no problem. But that doesn't work for some reason. Maybe this P is not the same. Let me see. P. Oh, it's capital P. Okay. Why do they have it different? I don't know. There we go. Okay, there's one, and then the other one, WebEx, or notification. Alright, cool. So those should be in here in downloads. There they are. Nice. Okay, cd space downloads server node npmi node server. So let that run. This will be nice. I could actually see, have another terminal running. I guess I could do that in the other one maybe. Can I open up a new one? New window. There we go. Alright, so that's running. And WebEx. Alright, now we can copy all this crap. Over here. Yeah, it seems to have the same issue, but I am using a different version of Firefox. So, okay. Let me remove this. I'm just wondering. This will be a good test actually to see. Your Firefox. Interesting. Wow, okay. This might be the issue I'm having. Is there anything in here that, oh, I bet this is exactly the issue I'm having. I'm glad I did this. This was a good idea. Hmm, okay. Your Firefox profile. Let's search this. I'll need to enable this. Actually, I'll just type this in. Your Firefox profile cannot be loaded. If you move, rename, or deleted your Firefox stores your data in a special profile folder. Default is located under profiles, which you can find using these instructions. Ah, okay. Here's what's interesting is what I was trying with the profiles as far as like using one that already exists. That might have actually fixed it. I didn't know why it would have fixed it, but it might have. I think that might be the solution eventually. Webx run dash help Firefox profile. Firefox profile. Okay, you can use a directory. Maybe that's what we need to do. So, let me think about this. Which, Firefox. So it's in there. If I go in that folder, these are just, never mind. I think I'm actually making some progress here. Finally. I need to find out where my Firefox profile is. Firefox profile. Oh, maybe it's in here. Yeah, it's in the same place, I think. What's in current? I don't remember. Nothing that helps us. What's in here? Nothing. There we go. Okay, I think this is what I need to use here. I bet this will work, actually. This is something I should have tried earlier. Instead of specifying the name, I should have done the folder. Alright, let's give it a shot. WebExt. Actually, have that in the history somewhere. There it is. Headless. headless. Let's not do headless. Let's try this again. Just make sure we get the same error. Oh, okay, cool. All right, now Firefox profile. Actually, I could just do it on the back. All right, then we need to copy this. Copy. Please work. Just work. No. All right. Um, I think I did figure something out. I just need to figure out how to load that. I think I'm gonna take a break here, mess around with that for a bit, and then come back and start recording again. But yeah, I do need a quick break, walk around, and just whatever. Just do something else for a minute. All right, thanks for watching.